Hmm. Alright, back again. Had to cut off the last half hour of play due to music being played. Didn't want to be copyright strike. Deleted those rounds right away. Yeah. Now a 7-day pendant. Activate that. Is unlocked. Okay. And now I get to open all these. Nice. Got scroll. Bombs. Sword. Another scroll. Another bow. Pots. Nice, nice. There you can get pets here too. And another sword. Alright, so all these should be virtual items. Red Devils. Look at that pot though. Holy cow. There's a blue one, huh? Reduces physical damage by 25% for 60 seconds. Nice. In there. Those are pretty nice though. Energy and HP. New skin. Alright, we'll just go with that. He looks like a Viking. Matches the axe pretty good. That's cool. Oh, need to make some more bread. Just because, you know, it's free cooking experience. Probably need to cook some of these bad boys too. Let's go cook these. Probably just go list some of these new weapons that I got on. You moved your desk? No. I did not move my desk. Why does it look like I moved my desk? I flipped the camera. I didn't like when I like point here to look at I'm pointing at the screen, but then it looked like I was pointing over there. So I flipped the camera. I know why it's flipped. Like if I were to like show you like that, it's backwards. You can't read it, you know, unless you're reading backwards, right? Well, the cameras normally flip the other way. That way, if I hold that up, you can read it. But I just, how often am I going to be showing anybody something to read? We never. So I just wanted it so I could, if I'm pointing at somewhere, I know where I'm pointing. I don't know. It just made more sense to me. Alright, let's not burn a lot of these. There's one burn. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Two birds. Bird. Come on. Four. This, yeah, Lost Relics is one of the crypto games. So you see, like this says, rare blockchain, indestructible, tradable. Rare blockchain, indestructible, tradable. Rare blockchain, rare blockchain. Those are basically NFTs that I could sell for, you know, crypto. Bought those though. I had like from my mining. Yeah, it was like I think it was $32 worth. And then I looted this the other day, which doesn't have a use right now, and this right here, which doesn't have a use right now. So the market value is really low on those two items, but keeping them just because I think they're going to go into one of these slots later on. Another streamer playing this, but no. Yeah, there's a pretty decent amount of people that stream. Alright, so those made. Bread, let's see. Can I do all 8? I think I can do all 8. Alchemy. Buy some vials. Need 8 of those. What is that extra slot unlock? Level 15, I guess, slot. Level 30. We all. Nice. Alchemy level 4. While I'm here, I'm gonna go grab this flower. Make some bread after I drop these off. You have to add your wallet or anything to the game, or you got the NFTs. You do have to add your wallet to the game. It's like one of the very first things it has you do when you create your account and stuff. You have to wait till I'm actually playing. You'll see how things just drop on the ground. They just drop on the ground, and you can like hover over them, and you see that it says either uncommon virtual, like this one does, or uncommon blockchain. So that's how you know. It also does a special sound when something like that drops, so you know to look at it. Yeah, I'm still hoping that I get some good weapons or something that I can actually sell for good money, or use them for now for going into higher level dungeons. But so far the gear I have is pretty decent though for the blue items. Then I get, look at that little dragon pet that I got. I mean, isn't that cool? Little dragon just flies around by me. Game volume down a bit, or your voice up a hair. Alright, so I turned my voice up a little bit. Do I sound clear or just low? Because I'm using a different sound processor that's supposed to eliminate background sounds, which I think it is. I don't think you heard any of the dogs squeaking The dog was literally right over here next to me squeaking his toy, and I don't think you heard that. Sometimes those type of things, clicking those things, I could hear you. I couldn't hear you talk. You're clear. That's better. So the sound effects are louder than me talking. It's weird because I already had the sound effects at like 15. Yeah, see, that's the nice thing about the sound processor that I'm using. You know, for me, I can hear everything. Dog being all loud, the TV in the other room, you know, mom, Kara, and grandma being loud or whatever. But the stream does not hear that. Stream only hears me. I mean, look at this. I can clap. Even I can talk and clap at the same time, and all you're going to hear is me, not the clapping. That's pretty cool. There's guys online on YouTube that show how this thing works. They get like a shop vac vacuum that they turn on, start buzzing it right there, and then start talking. You don't hear the vacuum. It's pretty legit. Last time I tried using it was like in its beta stages, and it made my voice sound like a robot a lot of times from what Footy was saying. So I uninstalled it all and didn't use it, but everything's official now and it's had a bunch of updates, so I thought I'd try it again. Sorry, I'm doing a bunch of boring things right now, but I'm gonna get them out of the way. Get the boring stuff out of the way now, and then I can play the rest of the night. Okay, I can't make any more water. You can only make so many bread because they're free a day. Well, that helps towards your cooking level. I need my cooking level up so I can cook different items. What do you mean? You okay to play? I'm only level 3 cooking right now. I think I have to get level 6. I can't remember. I played too late. That's TOO, not TO. TOO is too late. You're right. You're gonna complain about me, then I'll complain about you. Alright. So what are these used for? Speed pots, I think. Skill book. Alchemy. I can't make anything yet. That's level 15. I'm only level 4. Let's hold on to those. At level 5. Reduces physical damage taken by 10% for 60 seconds. Might make a few of those just to have when I hit level 5. Alright. What else can I make? Anything else? Yeah, like these here take, what is it, how much? Cooking. Level 6. That's the next thing I can make. 350 HP. But until then, I just have to cook fish or make bread. Oh, you should have. I went live twice. I actually went live an hour ago. But I had to stop and delete the VODs because I had Spotify running in the background with regular music, not the copyright-free music. I didn't want to get a copyright strike, so I had to fix that. Shut the stream off, delete those, and then turn it back on. I guess these are useful, but I don't know if I'd actually have to use it right now. It just takes up an extra slot right now. Ugh. Need to go to this shop real fast and see if I can sell a couple things. There's, ooh, I got more slots. Nice. Okay. What? I can't sell any of the swords? What? Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. Oh, I could sell one of those. Sell. Let's just try to sell all of those. I understand why it doesn't let me I just saw my weapons. I don't want to sell those. I actually want to buy that bow. I don't have enough right now. I'm gonna have to wait. Actually, I wonder if I have enough. I might be able to. At $12 an ETH still. Over about 10 of that over. I can probably buy that bow. I'll think about that. Well, can I sell stuff to the regular shop? No, there's no selling option. Only buying option. That's just weird. Guess they'll just sit in my bank unless I can get rid of them another way. I mean, I could just take them into a dungeon and just die, and then they'll just disappear. I do. I'm pretty sure I do. I don't know, dude, check my specs. I have a specs thing on Twitch. Tells you what I have on my computer, I think. I don't know if I list the power supply or not. Yeah. Sonic Focus Plus 1000 80 plus gold. Full modular ATX power supply. It's a beefy little guy. I can't. I'd have to get a new case if I want to do something like that. Oops, so now I can do these other places. I'm gonna do the beach. Well, my case itself and my motherboard that I have currently, I don't think I could fit another video card on. I would have to get a new case and a new motherboard if I wanted to add more video cards to it. Because I just got a mini or a micro. I think it was a mini motherboard, so it fit in that small, box case. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That would just look dumb. You're talking about for mining purposes, though. I understand what you're saying. Let's give this one a try out. very, very, very bright on my screen. It would look tacky. Yeah, it would look tacky. And like I said, if I'm going to do something like that, I'll just get a different motherboard and then a different case. When I upgraded everything, I didn't have to get a motherboard because the new CPU I bought was able to go into the motherboard I purchased originally. All about buying things that I could like upgrade later. Me. Yeah, prices are high right now. I don't know at the rate we're going, Ethereum might hit, 4K again. Kill him. What the? Why did it stop? Scavenging point. So this is what I'm talking about. See, this is scavenging right now. But see how it put something on the ground? You could pick it up, right? See, the name is gray. So I know that's just like a basic item. If the name was green or blue, then it would be, a better item. And then when you pick it up, you can tell it's a common virtual item. What? Screen. Kinda. Huh? Yeah. That's fine. You smell. Took too much damage. Haven't been looking at the charts lately. I've lost money on everything until it goes up, hopefully. Yeah, well. So the way crypto's going, or ETH is going right now, I think everything's looking pretty good. Problem is, the more ETH goes up, the more expensive those axes become. Harder it is to buy them. That's why I gotta do research so I can make sure I breed them good enough where I can sell them, make my money back, or make more money. It was big. Yeah, like I was looking at the prices today, and like the same stuff that I bought, pretty much if you bought it now, it was like $900. That's the only downside, you gotta be careful. I want to go back because there was another way down here, and I think that way is going to the exit, but I don't think this other direction, this other one was taken to the exit. So I need 3 more fishing spots. That'll complete that part of the bounty, and then I have... Wait, I went the wrong way. This is the beginning, right? Yeah, that's the very beginning. Never mind, I guess I was wrong. Just talking too much, not paying attention. Alright, back to killing. Why are you shooting off nowhere? No, right. 2 fishing spots? Where are they? Well, yeah. The dragon, the pets, what they do is sometimes on the ground there's like boxes or there's statues, and they go find those and they break those for you. When they get broke, you get coins and XP. Either way. So they do things, but kind of like indirectly. Later on, they're supposed to make it so that they might fight with you or help stats or something like that. The owner said he's going to do something else to give the pets more reason to be there or whatever. But I mean, right now, just doing that little thing is pretty helpful because I lost. I don't see the boxes all the time. The dragon's a bit bigger. No, pets stay the same size. There's different pets too. There's like dogs, cats, pigs, sheep, ram, mini horses, devils, penguins. There's different ones to get that you can get. Three names, just so you know. Why? What? We have to wait till I'm done with this level. Like 5 minutes. Took way too much damage there. See, like those right there, those barrels? He'll go get those. Like normally I would have to shoot those if I didn't have a pet. I'd have to look at them, find them, and then shoot them with my bow to break them. So it's just kind of nice that he does that. I had a dog, and well, I still have it, but I'm trying to sell it. I saw the dragon for sale, and I was just like, yeah, dog, dragon, dog, dragon. Yeah, had to get the dragon. He's like, no shot. The next, it's got to be like trying to find the different color dragons if I can get those. More dragons than just this one. Haha, you didn't get to spawn your creatures. We got a skull. Let's go. The game is free, actually. You just have to go register. I told you that when registration was open. Right now, I don't know. Registration's open, but he's letting accounts in like stages. Like he released 5,000 at first. That's how I got in. Then he released another 3,000. Then he released another 2,000. So he's releasing them in stages so he can make sure that the server doesn't get overrun too much. Yeah, you just need to go pre-register and then basically you just have to like play one dungeon for a while. That's what I did at least. You gotta just save up gold until you can buy better weapons so you can get into the better dungeons, and or just straight up buy stuff to get you up higher. There's that option too. It said that get the blues that I did, it was only like $30, $32, something like that. And that all just came from my mining. What? I don't have to.
You said yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, it hears voices like when you're near them, especially because he's got a deeper voice, kind of like me, so somewhat. But like when I think Kara was talking the other day too, and I think it picked up her voice as well. Noises, it don't. Man, I ran out of slots, so if I happen to find anything else good, I have to decide what to drop. It isn't a big deal. I can drop some of the fish since I know I have a lot of fish. And that's the exit, so that's the whole dungeon. %, monsters defeated, 100% discovery items. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items found. So that's not too bad. Well, found or scavenged for, collected. Yeah, some runs can be anywhere from 5 to that. It's probably the most I ever had was 11. Then you gotta go all the way back to the stash, to your bank. Empty everything into it. And then start over. But now I have to go somewhere where there has watchers at. I think I have to go to the pits. Yep. I gotta kill 132 watchers, so I'll have to do this level for a while. So I can get all the watchers killed that I need. Which is mining, so I need to change my... Actually, I can't use that because it's a green item too. So I need a pick. Blockchain. And blockchain. All right. So if I die, I don't lose these 2 items because they're part of the blockchain. They're mine. I mean, I don't think I'll die, but it's one of those things you never know. I'll be right back. I have to take the dog outside real fast. Alright. I don't know if sure I can take that pet in there. The dungeon's for green, so I'm not 100% sure how that works. Only one way to find out. Pets are good, so you can get any type of pet you want, any color. I need to win me a gaming PC, yeah, for sure. You should be able to play this on your gaming laptop though. Yeah, I can. I need to get me a mouse. I might do that tomorrow. Or using this keypad. Yeah, I would definitely get a mouse.
Tip-top shape at Advance Auto Parts. Right now, get free gum out qualifying Pennzoil oil. And while you're there,
And you're probably going to want to get like a $30, $40 mouse though, to be honest.
Advance your auto, Advance Auto Parts. Store for details.
I don't want to just go and get a cheap, chunky mouse.
It's been closed since mid-March. We were facing one of the largest declines in business ever. It was just a combination of sinophobia and xenophobia.
And now he's thinking about how to reopen. You can hear his story on The Window, a new series about how the
Keyboard and mouse wired. They are right now, yeah. Mine though that I bought, I could go wireless with them. I've just been lazy. The mouse I normally go wireless though, and I'll plug it in when I need to. Because it is nice. It's nice to have the mouse wireless. Oh, that hurt. Didn't see the fire. I've never used the rogue grip wheels, but I'm sure they're pretty good. And the cheap Corsair that I have works really good. You want to keep everything the same. I get it. Not on your build. Send me a link later. I hate delay in a mouse. Well, I mean, if you're going wireless, then you're probably going to have a delay no matter what, though. Honestly, the delay's probably not going to be something you're going to even notice. Dang, took 100 HP. And I'm burning. That's great. Well, most Call of Duty pros use the controller. There's only like a very slim amount that use the mouse and keyboard. Huskers, I know, is one that uses the keyboard and mouse, but most use fire controller. Okay, so I got a nice weapon drop while I was in here. Well, that's the end, but I'm not going there. I need to go back. There's a whole different section I didn't even get to. Gotta be careful with my HP as well. Now there's this side. I think my pet's lost. I think there was another spot that I missed. Back there, something right there. I think. It was another locked door. I'm not very good at this dungeon, I can tell you that for sure. I've only been here once.
Whatever food combining this.
Alright, so we killed 19 watchers.
Your next great mashup is waiting. Like a
It's probably gonna be about the
breakfast
average.
sandwich, World frozen treat. Racetrack. Whatever gets you.
Savings at Lowe's. Get Valspar Signature Interior Paint and Primer starting at $32.98 per gallon.
32
With
divided
appliance
by
savings today and
18.
every day. Save up to
Means I gotta do this
$750
dungeon
now.
7
Select major
times, so
appliances.
6
The
more
summer
times.
savings continue this July 4th. So stop at Lowe's
And
or
then I'll
buy
have
online and
already
pick up
done
in
on
store.
that.
Lowe's. Home to any budget. Home to any possibility. Paint pricing valid through 7/7/21. In-store must ask cashier to apply coupon. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Can't be combined with additional
Now I
discounts.
just gotta
Exclusions apply.
get
Valid
to
through
the
7/14.
exit.
Let's go steal $20 million.
Leverage Redemption, an IMDb TV original series coming July 9th.
Thing's dead. I don't have to worry about any of
Pros are
that.
back,
The job's not done.
and they've got some new players.
He's not going to learn unless he does it himself.
I'm gonna learn what?
Oh dear.
For this crew, the stealing is mutual.
Quite right.
Stream Leverage Redemption on IMDb TV. Available on Fire TV, Roku, or anywhere Prime Video is available.
Hmm, 97 discovery. Don't know what I missed. I wonder if you can only have one bounty at a time. I don't think I checked that. Oh, so you can pause one and then start a different one. Oh man, good night. I know I can't stay up very late. We gotta take Grandma and Corbin to the airport in the morning. Door. And I've never got one of those either. The launcher's here. Alright, good night. Very interesting. I think I'll put a hat on. If I can get dynamite as a virtual item. Nah. I think we'll pass on that.
Did you mean game room? Sorry, I didn't find a device named Good Morning Room.
Thanks, Alexa. We'll just mute you for now. I'm gonna buy my puppy. I'll be right back. I need to just use the restroom.
best way to celebrate summer is over dinner with family and friends. Serve up the perfect meal with Frigidaire Gallery air fry ranges and wall ovens at Lowe's. The Gallery series gets food crispy and delicious right in the oven. No oil required. You'll get all of the flavor and none of the guilt. Every day is a great day to shop appliances at Lowe's. So get a Frigidaire Gallery in-store, online, or through our app. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. U.S. only.
You've had the idea for months now. You've told your friends about it, your mom, your mom's mom, your yoga instructor. You've worked out every detail, the name, the logo. Now it's time to Squarespace it. But you don't know a thing about websites? Squarespace it. Worried about it looking good? That's what templates are for. Squarespace it. But you need more than a site? Need a whole brand, social campaigns, promotion, the whole 9 yards? Squarespace it. It's that easy. Got an idea? Squarespace it. Use offer code Spotify for 10% off your first website.
these, make some of those rings and shit like that. Yeah, the bunny badger is going way down in price. I'm not going to sell mine. I'm hanging on to mine.
Is bunny badger a blockchain? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blockchain.
Wow.
What else? Yeah, the amber bee. Look at that, 928. I would buy the honeycomb. I would buy the walnuts. These are a fire sale too. These things were not that cheap on there. They were cheap, but not as cheap as that. I would buy the berries as well. Oh my God. I mean, the Lost Stampeder for my blues. Hell, dude. You guys are asking me what to buy. You guys are giving me a blank check saying, here, Havoc. What would you do with 100,000 shadow coins? What would I do? Oh my goodness.
Shadow coins. Is that $1,000?
Yeah, that's $1,000. That's what Sarton38 asked earlier. Does that help you, Sarton? I hope it did.
Bankroll.
Well, he's gonna get rid of.
Did you say which bow that you would buy?
Yes, I did.
Which one was that?
I told you 2 different bows. I told you the epic, and I told you the legendary.
I heard the epic. Epic is the purple.
I would buy more than this. Is a legendary. I think this is a longbow. Yeah, it is. I would buy either the Death Sigh. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Whatever one's cheaper. The Death Sigh. This one, the Calamity of Crows. Apparently nobody's selling it. But yeah, I would buy. Oh, that one's a short bow. Or if you wanted a short bow, it depends. If you want a short bow, you could buy the Calamity of Crows. I would maybe buy one of each, but I would buy either the Death Sigh. I think I got the one that's the Hunter. The Hunter's Leverage. This is the one I have, which I don't know, nobody's selling that one. So I would buy the Death Sigh. Then I would buy the Frostbite, where the hell is it? And I would even buy this one. I got this one, the Reaper's Toll, 2100. That's pretty good. I got it for a cheaper deal, but that one's still good. And I told him I would buy the Scar Carver, and I would buy, not the Silent Song, but the, where is it? Where the hell is it? The one with the frost. The one that slows him down. Hell, maybe the shit got bought out. As I was talking about it, where the hell is it? Somebody said the Storm Song they bought.
I'll sell my Santa Slate for 160 inch.
Oh, I sorted it by price. That's what I did last time. It was down here. It was right next to. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know where the hell it went. Where is it? It starts with an F. It was the Frost something. Here, I'll sort it by rarity.
There's a Frostbite Phantom.
Frostbite Phantom, yeah. Where the hell is it?
Type in PHA.
There it is. I'd buy that one right there. I think it just went up in price since I talked about it.
Pockets.
So that was the other bow. So the Frostbite Phantom and the Death's Sigh. Okay? Those are the 2 bows I recommend. And unless you look at like the short bow and you can get the other one for cheap or whatever.
I'll sell my Heart Striker for 20 inch. The last one on the game sold for 20. I just don't want to pay this big fee, $21 fee. I think if I send it to somebody's wallet, the fee is not so bad. That's a 2-handed epic sword.
Mm-hmm. So I helped you out a hell of a lot, right? Certain, I think you're probably really excited now. He's probably like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I gotta get in here and buy all this shit before. I didn't realize I could buy all this stuff. Yeah, dude, you can buy a lot of shit right now with 100,000 coins. If you were doing the math on that, you have enough money to buy probably all of those things.
Driving the economy. He's introducing the buyers to the sellers. He's making the market.
Salesman right there.
So you know, Sarton, if you want to give me a subscription, you know, hey, it's all good. Just thought I'd throw that out there. When I was looking at you, noticing you don't have a Havoc Samurai subscription. Hey, how are you? Oh, man, that's funny. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Oh, I'm just messing with you, dude. I'm just messing with you. Oh, man, that's just funny.
Make your home look festive today. The summer savings continue.
Man, it costs
Yeah,
me
but
$20 if I want to list something on Angel.
Oh, you like to be called Angel, and okay, I'll call you Angel. That's cool with me.
So yeah, I haven't actually tried buying anything from like the engine marketplace. I almost thought that it was like, well, what's the reason for the difference in prices? Is it because of the having to use the transfer crystals?
Did you just see what this guy wrote in chat? This is awesome. Hey, welcome, Prada Dave. Thank you for the follow. Man, I just literally went down the list of items to buy for a guy in your shoes. I just literally went down a list. Did you hear what I just said, Prada Dave? If you didn't, that's fine. I guess I could go over it all again. It's all good. But yeah, man, you got a 1K US dollars and you want to invest in the game. You came at a great time in this game to be investing. When you get in, do you have an account, Kata Dave? Do you have an account? If you do, when you get in, you do understand how to get something called Shadow Coin. If you don't, I'll kind of walk you through it. You're going to buy Eng on the Eng wallet that you use in this game. And when you get the Eng, you're going to transfer it to Ginge. Yeah, what I say is not financial advice. Oh, man.
I don't think the multiverse
No, they don't. They do either. Well, yeah, they maybe you could sell them there. I don't know.
I don't see an option.
Oh, you're just downloading the game. Okay, no problem, dude. When you get into the game, I'm excited for you, buddy. I am excited for you. When you get into the game, get your wallet set up. When you get your wallet set up, buy Eng, buy the however many Eng that you can get with $1,000. Get it converted to Ginge as soon as you can. And once you get it converted to Ginge, when you get into the game, buy all of the Shadow Coin that you can. Once you get all your Shadow Coin and you've gotten everything, let me know when you're set up, and we will go shopping, my friend, and we'll go take you down the line of what to buy. I will definitely tell you what I recommend.
Someone just Photoshop a GIF of Havoc Samurai and that Regina George GIF and say, "Get in, loser, we're going shopping."
Where did they do that? Where did they put it?
Oh no, I'm just saying somebody should do that. That's exactly what's happening here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dude, I definitely think I could. I think I could definitely help you get a very good setup that you would absolutely be happy with. Matter of fact, I know I would be happy with. So,
you know, I was also thinking of like, you know, I think that $1,000 investment in a game that has the potential to blow up is like, it's not the most silly thing you could do. I think that all of us think that like this game has a lot of potential, and we're very early, so.
Right.
And plus, like, there's like you said, it's just like a good time to buy.
Now is the time to buy. Now is the time to buy. I cannot say that any louder. I couldn't, if I could stand on top of my house and say, now's the time to buy a Lost Relics, it would be. As now convinced Chazilla. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I was already convinced. I already have blues, but I mean, I'm gonna do some research on the market myself and just see like the price comparison, like what's it sold. 'Cause, I mean, I saw the Jort nuts going for like double the price in the Eng marketplace, and to me that's mind-boggling because I don't understand what's driving the price action.
Extra mild sauce says he wants to see me get on my roof and yell out, "It's time to buy."
Make sure you record that on a video.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna have to start charging for my financial advice, guys.
Gonna have to start charging. You know, if I do decide I want to buy, I could probably like, I don't need the somebody to guide me on the price action, but I think just the bidding is kind of easy. But maybe I'll act on some of those recommendations. I think the Santa Slade does seem pretty OP. Just hodl them for the long term. Gotta be careful around Havoc.
Sell, but not for 100, not for 100 inch.
Careful playing with Havoc, he'll get you hyped, wanting to spend money on the game.
Yeah.
I'm getting y'all excited to buy things, right? Dude,
okay.
if I had $1,000 right now to spend on the game, yeah, would I, and what would I buy? Holy shit. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff you guys are going to be going crazy for. Hey, Striker. Whoa, there he is. Striker, you're going to love what has been proposed to Havoc tonight. You're going to love when I tell you what has been proposed. And Striker, if you want to come into my channel and talk to me, how many we got in here? We do have a few, but I think only 3 of us are talking. Wolf Ninja's just listening. If you want to come in and talk, Striker, you're more than welcome to come on. It's fine with me. Look at the silver bounty, nice. What I've been proposed in my stream right now, Striker, is there are two players who are asking me for advice on what to buy if they had $1,000 to spend in the game, and one of them is an OG player that took a break from the game, and the other one is a brand new player. So I definitely have advice on items I would tell them to buy. the first thing I told them to do is get, once the new guy gets his account set up, gets his Genge wallet going, I told him to buy his Eng and then convert it to Genge and then buy all the shadow stones he can. He's gonna have probably a little less than 100,000 shadow stones to spend because of all the fees he'll pay to get his Eng to his wallet. But once he gets it to his wallet, and it's gonna take him a little bit of time to transfer probably all of that stuff to his wallet because it took me a while for it to transfer. And what I did is I gave them a list of items that I would buy. Type exclamation Discord, Striker, and it comes up. Exclamation Discord.
So yeah, my question still I've tried to ask it was what is the reason behind like the mismatch in price between the engine marketplace and what we see on the blockchain Emporium?
Because they're paying gas fees, and there's a lot of people who have these items and they haven't been posting them. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. They've been hanging on to them, waiting on this. They've been hanging on to them, waiting on this Emporium to come out because they knew there was going to be gasless fees in trading.
So I don't really. I've seen like the transfer crystals come up, but I haven't like tried to use them. So maybe one of you guys understands how they work better.
I think the transfer crystals are used for bringing an item from your marketplace wallet to the game, I think, or from the game to your. Yeah, I think that's what it's used for.
How's it going, boys?
Hey, brother, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Let me adjust your volume really fast because
I'm
first time in here.
Yeah, I'm normally a little louder than.
Well, not just you. It's everybody. Everybody. It's not just you. All right, there
Striker,
you go.
Right?
Yeah, yep, Striker.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
So, dude,
just chilling, man. Watching some of these market moves.
So here I am. I'm gonna go down the list. If I was given roughly 100,000 shadow coins, which is roughly $1,000 to invest in this game, what would Havoc buy? If it was me, I would go in for the money and the things and for what the items do. I would be buying a photonic incubator. I would be buying a I think it was the legendary bow, which was the death sigh. It was like 7,500-ish stones, and I think the incubator is around 36,000 stones. Then I would buy Santa Sleigh for about 10,000 stones, and I would probably even buy a Grim Divider for 5,700 stones. Then I would buy, what was it, the Phantom bow, the epic bow that slows them down for 10%. Then that one sells for like somewhere around 4,000, I think, stones. And then I would buy the Scar Carver, the Scar Carver epic two-handed sword. I would buy a Cavalier if I didn't have one, and I would probably buy like walnuts and honeycomb and probably the little bushes. That's the other epic one. It's a blockchain. It's really good, inexpensive one. And what else did I say? Was there? Oh, and I'd buy a Ninja Kage for a whopping fire sale. Somebody said for 7,500 stones. So I don't know if you went and added all that up. Am I below budget? I think I'm probably below budget.
Yeah, just based on what you said, you're probably still below budget. But I mean, so first things first. Obviously, you know, I tend to stay away from actually telling people like specific numbers, like this item is a buy at 100 engine or whatever, right? But I'd rather tend to help players more understand the decisions that they're making and just think a little bit more critically on what you're buying and why you're buying it. You know, so when you come in with the premise of like 1000 engine, the first thing that pops up into my mind, and you started there too, was you're obviously looking at the legendary class, but just based on the typical price ranges and you know how rare some of those items are. So you're gonna be in there. And from the way that you just described the items that you were interested in picking up, it makes me feel like you were trying to get the best budget value within the tier class that you were describing. Is that correct? Like when you named the Grim Divider, it is probably one of the cheapest legendary weapons, and I'm guessing that's the reason why you chose it?
Well, it's also very powerful. It's a one-handed axe that is very, very fast. And it is very good weapon. It's probably it's a very undervalued weapon.
Gotcha. So
I've actually used it.
I agree. Like, yeah, that's one of the items that I own as well. But you know, when you're making the decision to go for an item like that, I'm just guessing here, so give me a little leeway. I'm guessing you're valuing the current meta more than how rare the item is, right?
What I'm looking at is price, so the practicality of the item, and for what it does, and also what the item does. I think you're going to need a healing item. So the healing items I would buy would be for the lower dungeons, would be the walnuts, the honeycomb, those things I use and I love them. The berries, all of those. Those are the things I would definitely use. And I would buy weapons, right? I am a big fan of the one-hander. And I do like the Santa sleigh for the effect. I also look at items that are worth the money for the effects. They're also have good effects on them. If the item is, I'm not just going for the plain Jane item either. Like the Santa sleigh, the slow on the Santa sleigh is huge. And for the money, you're gonna be happy that you bought a Santa sleigh. And also, if you want a just a really fast one-hander that does good damage, that Grim Divider is another good weapon to get. But you don't have to buy the Grim Divider. I would definitely get a Santa sleigh. And the bow is a long bow, so it doesn't really matter. It just happens to be the one on sale that's a legendary. But you do want a legendary bow, and I wanted the Frostbite one because it has an effect as well, and so does the Scar Carver. The Scar Carver has 10% damage. The Frostbite, whatever bow, gives you like 10% slow on a epic bow. And the Scar Carver gives you 10% damage. So the Scar Carver is almost like having a legendary weapon in an epic map. It literally is like that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, one of the things that I typically caution with most people that are bringing that type of purchases up is just that these effects can change, and we've seen them change from patch to patch, right? So just make sure, when you're making, buys, that you don't put all of your weight on the current effect, because it could change, or another item could get a more powerful effect in the future within the same class. So as long as you're taking those things into consideration, then yeah, it makes complete sense where you're coming from. You're probably still below budget, right? So you, like, from the typical trends that I've seen with most players, I've been playing the game for over a year. The typical trends I see is the very first thought most players have in mind is they want to upgrade their weapon. And they want to upgrade their weapon because they want to be able to take on the next tier of difficulty, right? They then go into that dungeon and they can do it well, but they realize that they're not as efficient as they were hoping, which then leads them into the category of relics.
Yep.
right? And then once they have their relic loadout and they have their weapons loadout, then they start worrying about, how can I earn gold without having to, buy pendants with dollars and sell them in the marketplace. Which means they start focusing on skilling on either their gathering skills or their production skills, which cost gold and resources, blockchain resources. So it's typically the path most people follow, but there's plenty of players that jump that trend.
You know what else I would do? Actually, I would revise what I said too. I would give yourself maybe enough to buy a 90-day or 2 90-day pendants, maybe of ether, which would be like 0.07, I think, ether to get. I would get 2 90-day pendants, probably one to use and one to sell. And I would sell one because they're now going for 209,000 gold, which is crazy. And that gold,
supply and demand, right? Nobody can get a hold of. It's harder to get a hold of pendants right now because the fiat system's down.
Yeah, so I would probably get a little bit of ether so that you could buy a pendant or 2. Hey, Andrew Cole, how are you? Yep. So, yeah, I would probably do that as well. Because you're right, getting a little bit of gold in the game wouldn't be bad. Having a pendant when you very first start your game isn't a bad idea as either.
Yeah, it's really nice to get that XP boost, right? So if you're coming in with a whole bunch of new players and you have the pendant activated, you're immediately jumping ahead of them.
Yep.
So there's going to be more people demanding the items that you're able to attain. Because you're higher skilled level, and they're following behind you and having to pay you in gold for those items that they cannot get at the time. The other exciting thing right now is just I know there's a lot of people that are talking about the prices right now on the Emporium, on the blockchain Emporium. And we have a new class of players that just recently came in the game, and it's quite common to hear a lot of people talking about how, like, man, I wish I was around in the beginning when some of these different items were dropping, right? But now with this new system, I mean, brand new players are getting the entry that they wanted, because a lot of people didn't expect them to go down to this level, and should new players decide to come in, it's like a resetting of the market, with this whole new system that we have.
That's what I was telling them. I said, you couldn't have come at a better time to go in and make an investment of that kind of magnitude.
Exactly.
Yeah, because people are selling. I mean, they're giving. Like I think it was Avrupter said, like, if they're making it a fire sale right now.
Yeah. It's probably just a combination. I mean, the system's so new. It's been 48 hours, right?
Exactly.
So
yep.
There's not enough, and this should be expected. But of course, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are not familiar with how the system works well enough to make these kind of predictions, but. In order for this system to flow, there needs to be shadow stones.
Blockchain item, sword, the
and
lost
those
theater.
shadow stones will come on board, slowly over time.
Yeah.
Right now, we have a lot of players fighting
to
sell their items with very few shadow stones in the system, which means sellers are competing against themselves.
I'm very, very happy about
and
that.
buyers have all the power right now. Until that shadow stone number, changes. We probably would. This is probably going to remain a buyer's market for who knows how long.
Yeah. Hey, Julian, welcome.
So number go up or number go down?
Guess it matters on your the main question. Predicting, you can either do one of two things. You can predict number or you can predict time. You can't do both, or else you can predict the future. So if you want to, if you're talking about number go up versus number go down, number go up is my opinion.
Number go up on what?
In terms of like overall prices across the board.
Yeah, I think that the prices are going to go up. Yes, I agree. I think that these prices are going to go up. Yep.
I have follow-up question. When Lambo?
Well, some players a little bit earlier are starting their path on that journey because we had like $17,000 worth of engine being purchased through the engine marketplaces a few hours ago. So that was really exciting to see.
Yeah,
First you get the investors, then you get the players.
Yeah, there was, I think Non-Dairy was talking about it a little bit ago. Somebody bought 16,000 engine. He said he bought on the marketplace. I thought he said he bought himself a Transcendent loadout or something. I don't know.
Yep. There was a Shapeshifters divide. What's it called? The Shapeshifters divide? I forgot what it's called. Transcendent axe. You know, he got an Avail, the mythical bow. The ninja skin transcended as well. I remember a pumpkin, some other stuff as well.
Nice.
Someone's a whale.
Well, he spent close to like what, probably 16,000 something dollars. Because what Eng is what, $1.07?
I think it's going up right now. It's past $1.25, or at least it was a couple hours ago. Yeah, let me see.
Did a lot more Eng when I had the chance.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's weird because I wasn't even making it as an investment. The number went up.
Exactly. Yeah. Right now, engine is at $1.30, and it's pumping right now 10% on the day.
So there you go.
Also, good play might be to just hold on to your engine as it goes up.
Yep, that's definitely.
What are the other big games that like use engine as a settlement currency or whatever?
Well, Lost Relics is far ahead in terms of being number one, but then probably number two right now is let's see, number two. It's probably because Kingdom Carnage is on JumpNet, so they might be number two, or the Six Dragons and Space Misfits. So it'd probably be one of those three. Let me see what number two would be. Kingdom Carnage is number two, Space Misfits number three. Oh, and actually this new entry, but I'm not sure if the game's actually playable, Pandemic Space Combat right now is technically number two.
Oh, really? That one took off then.
Yeah, it says that it has 13,000 engines sold in a month, 30 days. For comparison, that's number two, Lost Relics. You know, Pandemic Space Combat is at 13,000, and Lost Relics is at 175.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're definitely moving the market with this game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My
Yeah,
buddy,
it's been that way for the past year.
Yeah, my buddy keeps trying to come in here and sell me the game Six Dragons, unsuccessfully, I might add. But you know, I listen to him because it's always good to hear other people's point of views on things and just kind of gather information. But yeah, he comes and tells me all the time about. He hasn't told me since the marketplace came open, though. I think it's funny because you know, I think Lost Relics is where it's at. Obviously.
Well, yeah, if you're looking at the sheer volume, it seems that a lot of people agree with you.
Yeah, right. I would think so too. But they're implementing JumpNet into their thing pretty soon. Apparently.
You know, yeah.
And they have that partnership, or at least they have some type of deal with PlayStation.
Yeah, they apparently got a deal with PlayStation, which is going to be a big deal. But you know, we'll wait and see. They've been touting a deal with what is it, Steam, for a long time, and it's never happened. You know, they've talked about it, but then it never actually happened. Yeah. So you know, wait until it actually happens. But yeah, it's in the works, I think. Anywho, yeah, he's playing that game and whatever. But I don't know. From everything I've seen of that game, it's even though they got a team of developers, My understanding, I know I was talking to some guys about it, and they were saying that they think that when they go to like update or upgrade that game, that it's going to be a major pain in the butt, dude, because of all the stuff and the systems they got going on in that game. It's kind of like it's not as simple as Lost Relics, I think, and I think Lost Relics is easy to update and upgrade. Comparatively, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, especially in the blockchain, the crypto space, it's really important to be able to stay as flexible and as agile as you can, because literally technology is changing day to day and new systems are coming up, and developers and project managers have to make decisions about what they expect the space to look like in 6 months, a year, 2 years. And it's a big gamble. It's a big gamble. You're working for a year assuming something's going to happen, and if it's not correct, then that year could come back in your face pretty hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems that a lot of blockchain games have had to adapt to the simple reality of if the Ethereum network right now is kind of unusable because of the gas fees. So everyone's having to implement a layer 2 solution.
Right. Let me get caught up a little bit on chat here. So you definitely got some love, Striker. Extra Mild Sauce was saying, thank you for the wise words. You've been here a lot longer. Wolf Ninja says, don't want to interrupt Striker, but I just got a lost stem. Peter, nice. Congratulations. Nice. Very good. Congrats. Yeah, congrats. Gillian's in the chats. I said hello to him. And then Arganis said it's pumping at the moment at $1.3, and I think he's talking about Eng. And Extra Mild Sauce says, don't worry, Eng will go down again, probably. Market is sideways right now, but who knows?
It seems pretty bullish to me.
I mean, it's an accumulation pattern right now, so.
Arganis says, as Papa Bitcoin. Sarton says he played Six Dragons about 3 to 5 months ago. Still has a long way to be fun game. He says, hello. Dr. Bigos says, hello, Samurai. Hey, welcome, Dr. Bigos. How are you, man? He says, the whole world is playing this game. It's amazing you can meet such a huge range of different cultures in this game. I absolutely agree with you. I've met people from all over the world, and I'm sure Striker, Avrupter, everybody else that streams the game, non-dairy, everybody, they can agree with what I just said. And my brother Indrid Cold says I'm almost level 59. Yeah, almost. And Cavern. Okay, I think we're about caught up. You guys are awesome. Okay, yep, I think I'm caught up on the chat. So, what would be if you, and I just tell them, like I say, I'm just joking. I'm saying, this is what I would buy. This is not financial advice. It's funny. Non-dairy is saying all that, which, I think they all know. I'm just telling them my suggestion. If you spent, do you like any of those picks that I had for buying items for a player? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think you definitely hit some really important ones. And if you're able to get one, I mean, even if it's not in your top tier, the main one you want, but you're able to get a big discount on your second or third choice, maybe that is the right way to go. But I think you called out some really good items.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Absolutely. I definitely I was very thankful going back to the Eng market and what it is. I think you probably know I got a bottle recently from one of your friends. Told me about somebody that was selling a bottle. Maybe he told you he didn't, and that's fine. I bought a bottle recently, and I got it for a very good price, and I'm glad that I got it when the Eng was only like $1.06, $1.07. So definitely glad I bought it before the Eng price went to what it is.
Yeah, the bottle of Enchanted Power?
Yes.
Yeah, that thing's pretty beast, right? Plus 15% damage and no energy use.
Yeah, right. Right.
I do.
Yeah, that thing is like it's like turning a legendary into a mythical.
So you can say it probably even goes good with them. It's what do you call it? Transcendent setup, right?
Oh yeah, and before the Chaos update patch, like whenever I would use it, because you have to get a little lucky, right? When you get the right amount of damage, but with one hit on the Transcendent, I could one-shot another demon with the bottle.
It's insane.
Wow,
it was pretty cool. It was close. It like 1 out of every 4 would be a one-shot, so it was pretty awesome.
Oh my god, the mini boss Nether Demon? Whoa!
Before they were mini bosses.
Before.
Before that, like when you went into Mount Olkip, there would be like somewhere between 10 and 15 of them, so they were easier to kill, but they were still pretty tanky.
Yeah. I see. How does it do on the mini bosses? What do you got? How many with your God Slayer? How many times you got to hit like a mini boss?
It's like 4. It's like 4. I haven't tried the bottle recently, so I could give it another shot. I don't think I'll be able to get it to 3 on the mini boss.
So it's pretty low.
Oh, so you don't use it? Oh, okay.
I have run back and forth with it, but like I haven't tested out that scenario specifically. Because I had just assumed, okay, I'm taking damage here no matter what, so I've been focusing more on just making sure that I take enough damage to still make it through the run.
Are you at all concerned about the value of your items, like losing value or anything like that?
So that's the thing. So, like in general, the Lost Relics marketplace is going down for items across the board. But I would say that 60%, 70% of my items are items that like I don't expect there to be too much fluctuation. So my numbers have actually gone up very slightly, but they've gone up.
Oh really?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt that I also came in and bought a lot of these resources with these low prices, but.
Oh, I was gonna ask about that. That was gonna be one of my next questions. Do you think that these resources that they're selling, like for example, the Golden Oak, are you buying them for 3,000 shadow coins? Because I think that's a steal.
Yeah, I did pick up 5 of those. Okay. No, you're good. I did pick up 5 of those.
Yeah.
So what I did, and I talked to a few other players about it. Like, I didn't give prices specifically, but just more along the lines of like what I was thinking when I bought, rather than what specifically I bought. But my thought process was, with there being a reset with prices coming down, I tried to like plug some of my holes. So, when I was starting to do the leaderboard race in the very beginning, I had an early lead on mining, and I focused pretty heavily on mining. So I actually missed out on a lot of like, I say that as I hit a blockchain item. What do you call it? I missed out on a lot of wood cutting blockchain items because I wasn't running those maps when everybody was farming those. So I just made sure to go get a few just in case. So that's why Gold Oak was on that list.
Right. Yep. I thought that. What do you think about the price of Moss Oak and steel ingots? Do you think they're on? I think they're a fire sale right now. I think that if you got money, now would be the time to buy every bit of those you could, because I think they're going to go up in price.
It's a hard one because we have to really assume. We have to assume what other players are thinking and doing.
And the use case, because now you can have other ways of finding gold.
Exactly. And then, I mean, there could be an argument made for, those items right now are being used for engineering, but who knows what kind of items forging will require, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tough one. Just be careful when you do it,
Yeah, I'm not selling my Moss Oak right now because I think they're undervalued. what they are selling for. So I'm hanging on to mine.
What are they going for right now?
I think around. I have to go look. Was it like 300-ish shadow coins, maybe?
You can look. I'm in the Emporium right now.
Yeah, take a look, would you?
Moss Oak. What is
Yeah,
it?
Moss Oak. Yeah.
Moss Oak is going for 168 right now.
168.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, no, but
yeah.
wait. But
Buy,
wait.
buy,
What
buy.
is? but what is the volume? How many have actually sold? Because how many Moss
33.
Oaks are there?
There's
Okay,
been 33 that have sold.
33 is hard, right? Because how many are in existence of Moss Oaks?
5,000. 4,900. Almost 5,000.
Right. So let's
It's,
say 5.
4,000. Yeah, about 5,000. Less than
So
3.
let's say 5, and you know, only having 33 of them sell in that range out of a total of 5. You know, if that number was like 200 of them sold and it was that low, then I would actually be like, oh, okay, this is a correct price. But
Well,
I mean,
also, we've never played in this game when people were able to, like, how do I say, cycle items. They were all getting trapped on people's accounts because they couldn't put them on Nginx due to the fees.
right? Exactly.
I think that they are under. I think they are, yeah, because all the people now are selling because, you know, they're like you said, just now getting a chance to sell them. I don't know why they're selling them so cheap. I don't know. I can't fathom. But at any rate, hey, I think that if I had Shadow Coin, I would be buying every bit of Moss Oak that I could get because 5,000 is not very much.
What is Moss Oak used for, and what does it normally go for?
I don't think there's a use case right now. It's just speculation.
There is a use case. It is used for bounties. Yes. Correct. It is in order to do silver bounties, and I don't know if gold bounties require it. Sometimes it might be, but I know it is used in bounties. And then there is speculation it's going to be used in forging.
You were saying it's right up.
Look at that, Havoc. You've already moved the market. Sarcon38 says he just bought 8 of them.
Yeah, he's the same guy that just got 8 of them. I'm telling you, dude, that is ridiculously low in my opinion. I would buy them if I had the money.
Well, what do they normally go for? Is my question.
Well, the thing is, you know, like we were saying earlier, uncommons and rares are difficult to move on Nginx. I would guess if you looked at Nginx before this, they were going for $5, $6, 5-6 engine, 4 engine.
One actually sold for like 20 inch because it was so hard to, because the guy had to recuperate his gas prices. You know what I mean? Which is, you know, unusual. That I knew it wasn't worth 20 inch. I'm thinking they're gonna be worth maybe half of that, like 10-ish inch, not maybe 900. I think they'll be worth around 900. That's what I think they're worth. That is what Havoc thinks they're worth. Whether or not they'll be worth that, I don't know. That is what I think.
What's your reasoning, or how do you come up with the number?
Well,
if you don't mind me asking.
I think because one, the rarity, they're blue rarity. They don't just fall from the sky. You got to go after and to go find them. They take a little bit of effort to find. 2, there's only less than 5,000 of them in existence, and the amount of players that are in this game, I think, far outnumbers the demand will far outnumber the supply. Now, right now, what we're getting is everybody is trying to get rid of them because they're trying to get money out of them or whatever because they got a bunch of them. But the thing of it is that once all these new players get to the point where they need them, the price will go up. It may not be immediately, but I do believe the price will go up because there is going to be a higher demand, in my opinion, than there is a supply. That is my thoughts, because there's going to be way more players playing the game. They're going to be needing these 1,000 in existing items, then, you know, so I think the price, because the demand is going to go up. I believe the demand will be up. Right now, the demand is low because not very many people actually need these things right now.
What other resources are you keeping an eye on? Sorry. Sorry, Ida.
I mean, I think everything's trading in a range, right? So.
Yeah. Gillian says I have to hype because I have 30 plus of them. Not really though, because the thing is 30 plus is not very many. In the grand scheme of things, 30 is not that many.
30 at $9 would be $270 for all 30.
Yeah, if I sold them all at that price, right? Which is, you know, whatever. That's not a lot of money, but it's not bad. I mean, it's decent. But I don't think that, and I'm not like that. I don't think that I can't hype anything up because I think that anything I could say or do isn't going to affect the economy that much. But I honestly believe that the scarcity of the item is, and it being a resource, is going to warrant a higher price. We'll see. I think they'll probably go around 900 ENG. Maybe I'll say it'll be somewhere within 100 ENG either way. We'll see. Eventually, we'll see. Once these players get to where they need these items, and like you said, I think there's going to be more of a use than just bounties. I think they have more of a use than that. I don't believe that Cliff is going to let them just be used for bounties.
Yeah, I think that's you know, the argument of them getting further utility, I think, is very high. You know?
Yeah, thank you.
My personal guess is that once we get player housing, and that could be years down the road, but you know, obviously woodcutting skills is going to be extremely needed for that type of construction.
How are your skills? Like, are you level 40 and everything?
I'm at level 40 and everything except for woodcutting, which is one of the reasons why I went and made some purchases on woodcutting resources.
What level are you now,
83 and a half.
Wow.
Nice.
83 and a half. Okay, one more question. Do you have a favorite weapon?
So I think my favorite weapon is going to be the Dark Scourge. I'm obviously biased here. But I just, you know, when I was investing in the game, yeah, Dark Scourge, it's a transcendent. When I was investing in the game, you know, engine was down at like 14 cents, 20 cents. So, you know, I was able to get right. You know, and if you read the description, the description's one of the reasons why I think it might be my favorite, is just because it says that the Dark Scourge was
Awakened the 1,000 skeleton warriors.
Exactly. So I was just like, well, how many Dark Scourges does it take to create your own skeleton army? Yeah, but no, I'm just messing around, but I thought it was pretty cool for that reason.
Nice. It probably looks really cool when you carry it, I bet.
Yeah, and with this new update with the axes becoming more powerful, you know, really helps.
True that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more. Have you noticed a lot more, Striker? I'm pretty happy to see a lot more yellow chatters in the game because they're getting pendants.
Yeah, and I would assume it might turn into like even more once that fiat system comes on board. Fingers crossed it's sooner rather than later for Cliff.
Yeah. I'm wishing I had some money right now to go buy some pendants for ETH and sell them, but I just spent my wad on that bottle. I spent my allowance.
Yeah, and plus the bottle's a multiverse item, right? So
yeah.
Should you ever use it in other games, you know, you already own it. So
I'm in the same boat there, sometimes I have to check myself and be like, you know what, I got some pretty good gear. I need to use it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I really want to get a few things, but the gradient pumpkin increased in value a lot. I was like, wow. I was
What's
hoping
that
to
right
get
now?
one. Yeah, it's 50,000, I think, shadow coins, I think it was.
Nice. So did it move on? Did it sell on the market?
Yeah, one did sell. Probably more than one. I haven't looked and I need to go look again. But yeah, it's expensive. I mean, at one time it was going for like 320 inch, and that's like going for 500 inch. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people start making the argument of energy versus health and what's more important. And, everybody, I'm sure it depends on what dungeon you run. But just the fact that people are having those discussions.
Yeah, well, you need both, man. You can't, to me, you can't, I think you need them both. You can't, I don't know, put an emphasis on one. I guess that's my
I get you.
Without one, you're gonna be kind of useless. The other one, you're gonna be dead.
Yeah. So you're a harvester of sorrows all the way, because you get both, right?
Oh, dude, if I could buy one of those, I would. But no, I'm gonna go with probably a pumpkin and obviously the golden Evan Briquet I already bought. And now and then I bought the bottle of power, mystic power, or whatever.
So what rounds out your loadout? What are the last two spots, if those are the three?
So if I had a pumpkin and a mythic bottle, it would be with the pumpkin, I would probably use the Arcor ring if I could get it. The Arcor ring would definitely be the Arcor ring would be the one I would want. And I would probably want a Harvester of Sorrow. Yeah. Even though I had all that stuff, having another healing, and the reason I like the Harvester of Sorrow is it does do a big jump and heal. The Evanbrook egg is only healing over time.
Yeah, if you hold energy and health equal, then Harvester gives you 18 times 5. What's that? 49,000 combined. Energy and health.
Yes.
And the pumpkin gives you 13 times 5, so that's 7,000 energy and health.
Mm-hmm.
If you hold them equal, then you obviously get a little bit better improvement on the harvester than the pumpkin.
Seriousness, they're going up.
Yeah, and I'm really amazed at that going up. I was really amazed that the price went up.
I mean, someone's gonna get lucky and hit that ruby egg.
Yeah,
Somebody did the other day, a couple days ago.
I'm not even gonna gamble that anymore.
Oh,
Maybe
you're
on
not?
stream I'll do once in a while, but
Really, I'm gonna do it once I get my once I get a few items back. Like I want to get all my legendary tools. So I'm hoping to maybe get some out of treasure troves, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of players say they're very hard to get.
I was asking you, Striker, what do you think about the Band of Brutality?
So, the Band of Brutality, or the relic? I mean, I'm sorry, the virtual or
the virtual 5% melee attack speed, 5% melee damage, 5% movement speed.
But what are the items that are needed to craft it? Because that's really the question, right? Because if you can get it, I'll get it. But if you
Mythal Fist, and about 50,000 tokens, 50,000 Johnny bucks, and then I forget the other one. But the most expensive one is the Mythal Fist.
Yeah, and what's it going for in terms of gold?
Well,
it's at 400,000. Yeah.
I'm not really concerned about the value, the price. Like I could care less about the price.
It's just more about using it.
Like the use case. How do you feel about it as far as like using it as a relic?
So
I run it in my setup.
I got you. I actually haven't used it yet, so I don't know how it specifically feels.
Oh.
But what does intrigue me is that it's one of the few relics and items in general that is like percentage based. And that just kind of tells me a little bit more about like where the future of the game may be going. Like if you have an item that just does a certain number of health or damage or or energy or whatever, you know, that may be good for today's game. But if we go into a, you know, Cliff has mentioned times about, you know, like doing endless wave-based combat, you know, and in those cases, those items would run out. Whereas like a 5% boost or a 10% something or a 15% something never runs out. You
Like
see
the
what I'm saying?
bottle would be crazy good in that situation.
You're giving me ideas. Thanks, man. That's awesome. You just gave me a bunch of really good ideas.
Yeah, I mean, it all speculation, obviously, because we don't know how it's gonna work. But things you need to think about.
Not speculation. Like here's something actually true. Because I know you run the bottle. The bottle combined with the banner brutality actually does stack pretty nicely.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the stacking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell all our secrets. I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. The bottle. Yeah, those were.
He actually gave me some ideas just now, so I figured I'd share that.
I know. I'm teasing. Come on.
That's a good one, man.
Hey, I can say I helped out Striker in some way. That's pretty awesome, man, because he's truly an Uber, you know.
100%, man. I that had not crossed my mind.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Avruptor is one of the masters of coming up with different ways to kill shit in this game. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I definitely find he is ingenious at that.
Have you any of you used the? Is it the Ring of Havoc that drops like stuff on the ground like traps?
Oh, Havoc's an expert at that one. He can tell you.
I am an expert. I had it for like 1 use. I died playing around trying to get it, and I ended up dying in my stream.
There's a clip on that recently.
I hadn't died in since I was level 10. And I was playing around with the Havoc ring. What it does, but it is really cool. It drops I thought it was supposed to freeze the creatures, and it doesn't. It's basically like, think of it like a stationary. What's that bottle? The one that does all the damage on you. We both have it, but I haven't used it. The
bottle that does damage.
What is it?
Enchanted powers.
No,
right.
the one that when we turn it on, you used to use it with the Hydro Ring.
The
Phantom's
Force.
Force.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So think of it as a stationary Phantom's Force that does 25 damage to everything that is in the area of damage, but the area of damage is like literally a very small square area. Like maybe think of it like around a one-handed sword's range in radius all the way around ish range, but it does 25 damage like, I mean, but it ticks so quickly it's ridiculous.
I just got out of the dungeon run, so I'm going to your channel right now to see the clips because I've never seen it used.
I think in his clip he only sees me dying after I use it.
You can see what it does pretty clearly.
Can you? Oh, okay. But it drops it down, and it basically, because I was running around gathering creatures to see how many I could kill with it, because it does damage so quickly in that small amount of area that it's amazing, and it kills. It lasts for a minute too. It lasts for a minute and gets 3 uses.
And can you like drop?
No.
No. There is a cooldown. I don't remember what the cooldown was. No, you cannot. There is a cooldown.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's the first time I've seen it. I've been saving my bounty bucks for that race, but yeah, that's interesting, and it's an epic too, because epic relics are hard to come across right now.
Yes, and I totally blew that. I was stupid. That was totally my fault. I was trying to get too much stuff to aggro, and let me ask you something. Did it seem to you that dungeon got a buff? Because I don't remember it being that difficult. I was like, oh, there seems to be a lot more creatures than I remember.
Yeah, I think so. I think
it got a buff. Yeah, I was like, ooh, that was not the time and not the dungeon to be going and trying that in. So
I have to re-look at your clip to see if there were just spawners around you that just kept calling in enemies. But yeah, that was a lot of enemies for your dungeon.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I don't remember that many. you know, enemies coming that quickly in the dungeon, that dungeon, because I've ran that dungeon plenty of times. Anywho, yeah, man, I definitely want to get another one.
Yeah, I need a for 400. I don't know what's gonna happen with gold. Gold is like the hardest thing I think to end up predicting or playing out because of just so little information is actually given to the players. You know, like we get a certain amount of gold per run, and we can kind of calculate that. You know, but then when daily rewards get released, and now you're getting piles of gold and barrels of gold and mystery rewards that you can sell. Yeah, it's hard to know what the right gold prices are for things, but if they were to go down in prices and I don't have to craft them, I will definitely be picking them up. And if I do have to craft them, then I might just wait to see what happens with the end of this race.
How close are you to getting one of those sand dragons from the bounty?
I think I'm out. I think I'm out of the bubble. I think I'm probably like 20th. Because there's only 10 I think available, and I'm probably gonna finish like 20th. So I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I started the race and I'm not gonna stop. So
how much do you have?
I got like 280 something, maybe 300 now that I've turned in bounties this week, but I need to go double check.
Yeah, I think Loke said he had like 350,000, and he thinks he's out of the running.
Yeah.
I think, but I was talking to, I think Slit Noogle is one of them. He's got like 468,000.
Yep.
So he's got a lot.
I think I've seen like 6 players that are pretty much, I mean, unless there's a couple players that aren't saying anything, but from the numbers that the other guys were sharing, it sounds like 6 are already ish.
Yeah, I think Slit Noogle is one of them. Howling Mad is one, and I'm not sure after that. I only know those 2. I don't know how much any of the other guys have. You know.
Yeah, it also kind of makes it. A little easier to finish the race for that sword, just because now that you can buy your bounty items, you know, even cheaper than what they were before, that changes the game.
Yes,
you know?
And I was mentioning that earlier. It's funny you say that. I mentioned that earlier that we're going to be able to get our bounty, a lot more bounty bucks than what we're used to. And the only good thing is that, you know, once those guys spend their bounty bucks, they're then going to be at the bottom of the list.
Right, which I think like I thought about that a whole bunch too, because I mean I've had to turn in a bunch of blockchain items for it, and my 2 thoughts had been, okay, one, a good amount of players are going to run out of blockchain items 50%, 75% of their way to it, right? That was one of my expectations. That kind of gets blown out of the water now with this new market, so that changes completely. But then the other one was that exactly what you just said. As soon as the first 10 winners, you know, turn in their bounty bucks, it's perfect ground for Cliff to do a reset and do a new race. Maybe increase it, maybe keep it the same. Who knows? But yeah, the leaderboard resets. And now even the players that were at the very back of the race are now ahead of the winners of the previous race.
Right.
So it makes for an interesting dynamic.
I'm looking at this dragon right now. The roaring sand dragon, sorry. And okay, I'll just tell you what I think looking at it from first glance. It looks like it's gonna get nerfed. It's too powerful.
What is?
Yeah.
Definitely possible.
We already saw it happen with Santa Slay because it was like a 50% freeze. It was overkill. I mean, okay, so obviously that's just my opinion. May or may not happen.
Sure. I mean, we haven't seen a nerf yet in the mythical tier or above. That doesn't apply across the board.
Wait, which item are we looking at again?
Roaring Sand Dragon.
Oh, the Roaring Sand Dragon. Oh,
Dude, if you hit a crowd of mobs with that, like retarded.
Yeah.
In 5 seconds of 50% attack speed reduction.
Yeah, yeah.
Huge.
I do think it could get under. But then again, you gotta remember, like Cliff said about like what you were saying about like the mythic bottle of power or whatever, because it's a multiverse item. We were talking about that, but the thing of it is, there's only a couple of them in existence. There's only like
No,
a
there's
couple
going to be
hundred.
a supply of 247.
But still, 247 is not a lot.
10, I would agree, but
Yeah, but those 247 are still going to be a while before they all come into the game as well. It's not
Well, now
like we're
we're-
going to have, yeah.
Yeah, now we're just trying to figure out where the line in the sand is, and just to put it in a different perspective, if the line in the sand is 200, that's fine, but then that means that Transcendence would be the only one not in that bucket. So that's a pretty large jump, you know.
I usually
but who
don't say
knows?
something's OP, but wow.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that thing is going to be, that thing is very powerful. I've said I think that weapon is going to be, or is the best weapon in the game. And obvious reasons, you know, we see why. But there is going to be a limited number of them in the game, and I don't know, clickbait just say, you know, yeah, they are OP, but only a few people get them. I don't know. We'll see.
Even if they're nerfed, even if he brings down some of the values, you know, it's still going to be an extremely powerful weapon.
Right.
You know, and getting yourself a hands on a mythical is no joke.
Well, like Gillian said, Howlin' Matt is going to get the Sand Dragon next week. Yeah. And thank you, Indrid, for congratulating me. I finally went over 500 followers.
Well, if it is deemed OP or whatever, if it is going to get nerfed, I just hope he does it before somebody acquires it, because that kind of sucks getting an item nerfed when you already have it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, it's hard to say, but
I mean, it could apply to really everybody, right? Because if he nerfs anything, a lot of people have purchased them already. So
yeah, I mean,
he has to have the ability to nerf.
Yeah, we had a guy that was complaining the other day how bad the Egg Demon got nerfed, and you know, that's only a virtual item. I can't imagine something as hard to get as this Mythic Sword is. That if he nerfs it, it's. I mean, we'll see.
Like, I use Harnide, and it has a 50% chance to poison. I feel like I'm practically poisoning every time, you know?
Right. Yeah, same thing with the Plague Bear.
Yeah, somebody said that one of those just sold for like 50,000 coins, which I guess that's
45,000.
Oh, 40. Oh, even better, 45,000. Excuse me. So yeah, and that thing's what is that? What level is that thing? A legendary or
mythical?
It is a mythical. Wow. Yeah. So that's a mythic. That's a good dang deal.
Well, how do I say this? There is another side of the story, which is this may seem OP, but mythical maps, mythical adventures become insane to the point where legendary players can't even run them. You need mythical gear. Then yeah, I can see the justification of this. And then same for Transcend.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he builds it out.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of done that a little bit. It's like I've noticed a little bit of that, like give and take. Instead of making people's gear less powerful, he makes the maps a little bit more challenging and stuff like that. I can
see. I don't mind that. See, and I don't mind that either, because I think there should be maps where you got to have super uber gear. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe some people don't. But
It's I don't know. You're never gonna be able to satisfy everybody. It's gonna be a tough one. I can tell you that, and it's not fair to compare it to everybody across the board, but I did enjoy the difficulty increase. It was a little too much. I was definitely stressed running some of the maps, but I also don't want to play and go
I saw
AFK.
you, man. That's crazy. Like, I was watching you play, and you had I don't know, less than 500. I want to say 400 health, and you had a potion in you, and you didn't want to use it. And you're carrying that gold mining tool. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I was pushing it. I was experimenting also to see how far I could get without having to use healing to get a better understanding. That one run though, I did go way too far. People did mention.
I wasn't sure if you were trying to get attention or what. What's he doing?
No,
Danger.
I like the challenge. That one was crazy though, to be honest.
Guys, well, it was nice chatting. Thanks for letting me hang out.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for the wisdom.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
No problem, man. We'll charge you later. You'll get the bill.
You're welcome back anytime, man. We're a pretty chill group, so if you're a new player or
yeah, you'll probably see me streaming every now and again whenever the urge gets me.
Cool, man. Sounds good.
Awesome, man. For sure, check you out.
See you later. Bye.
All right, man. Take care.
Godzilla 007.
Sweet.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I probably need to head out too. I have to make sure I get up and early tomorrow for work. But it was good hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's awesome having you in here.
We'll be coming back. Don't worry. We'll make it happen.
Hey, I got it fixed, Miles Loss. What it is I have a wireless mic and I had it unplugged, so I plugged it back in.
Take care, Striker.
Yeah,
Catch
take
you later,
care,
boys.
Striker. Thanks for coming by.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Man, that's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep, there you go.
Nobody
So,
did it.
yep. There we go. Yeah, it was definitely interesting listening, talking to him about his viewpoint on those items. About like he said, these items that have a consistent value can have more value in certain situations, and those situations being the like those forever dungeons or something like that. If you get an item like an incubator or any of these healing items, they're gonna run out. They are going to run out. I see. And so I don't know, but in that ideal, you're always gonna run out of healing. You're not gonna have something that can heal you, endlessly. You know what I mean? He's not gonna come up with an item that's a forever healing item,
Yeah. Right.
So
Unless
that
he
will-
implements like a thing where how your energy regenerates, unless he makes it so that it is possible to regenerate health, maybe by sitting down or something. I'm not saying that he would, but
Yeah, you could do something like that. Make a shrine or something that rejuvenates all the uses of your relics or something. If you make it to a certain point, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I do like how he keeps it challenging. If it was too easy, it might get boring. He even talked about that in the AMA, like what's the point if you can expect everything? He knows he's making it challenging, man. He's gonna sword that steals you life. Yeah, okay. So Dr. Vigo says about a sword with lifesteal. We haven't seen lifesteal yet. And that seems very reasonable to put that.
Yeah, that would be very powerful. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it would be. I think that would be more reasonable than what we just saw. Sand dragon. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, that sand dragon, I agree, is going to be very OP.
I didn't really like. I never really looked at it. I mean, I don't know how to say it. I never really studied what it does. And then when I put it in perspective, I'm like, it reminded me of when it was like the first time that's why I got said that.
Yeah.
Santa Slay did get nerfed.
Yeah. Yeah, Santa Slay had a 50% chance to slow.
If he really thinks that it's not OP, so be it. But I just hope it doesn't take the item being implemented to figure that out. You know.
It's probably going to, because he doesn't get a chance to do test.
Oh yeah, in a way though, we are the testers. You know?
We are the testers, right?
In a way. So people getting that might have to find out the hard way.
Yeah, but you know, they'll be glad that they have it anyways, because people coming later in the game aren't going to be able to get one unless they buy it.
Right. And that'll be probably pretty expensive.
But I mean, then again, those mythics are going to be a while to farm, because I mean, look at the Evanbrook egg. There's about the same rarity of an item, and it's still not farmed out. And that thing's been out for how long?
Which one?
The Ruby Evanbrook egg. It's got the same rarity as that sword does, and it is still not even close to being farmed out. It is going to be a while before that sword is farmed out. But yes, will it be OP? Yeah, I think so. Will it get nerfed? I think there's a good possibility of it. How long will it be before it gets nerfed? Yeah, we don't know for sure, and we don't know when. It would be a while before I think it got nerfed, and
Oni says that they will introduce more items, right? I feel like everything just about gone for new players. No, that's not true. There's a lot of items that, if you look at the LostRelics.io site, you can see a lot of items that have not even been depleted yet. There's a lot of items out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of items. And these items have been around a while.
At the same time, there's a lot more items in circulation right now than there are players, which is why a lot of items on the marketplace are subjectively.
Yeah, man, I wish I had more to invest.
I have more to invest. I would, but so that's where I'm like on the fence, right? So, but I'm like, okay, I don't need better gear, but it would be cool to find stuff that I could sell, you know? So I'm just gonna use that to my advantage and grind.
Mm-hmm.
I did find a blockchain while he was on the stream. I found a Halon Great Salt, which is kind of cool.
You found a what?
Rare salt.
Oh, nice. He found a blockchain too. I don't know what it was.
He did the same one. He didn't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, he didn't make a big deal out of it, so.
Man, oh wait, it says yes to go now. Man, I had to sit through an EU player going off on Lost Relics, hating the game, saying it was a mobile game and it was gonna fail. I like Lost Relics though. Should I sell my Mythal Fist for $7,999? Is that arcade? Oh, arcade. He wants me to tell him he should sell his Mythal Fist. Okay, so I know arcade, so I can tell him. Yeah, well, how do I say? $7,999? I don't know, man. That's a tough one, because here's the thing. For you, because I know who you are, start at like 10. Actually, also you can use the chat to let people know you have a Mythal sale. Hey, what's up?
What does the Mythal Fist do?
It's used to make the Banner Brutality. I would say start at like 10,000 Shadowstone, work your way down to 8,000-ish. But also, I think your best bet is like probably sit around between 9 and 10, and maybe give it a day if you're patient enough, and also use the chat to engage the players to see if somebody's looking for one. If nobody's looking for one, and you just throw it on the Emporium, like you could probably end up losing it to a reseller for like 5K or something. So you gotta be careful. Try to find a buyer, you know.
You're talking about just a blockchain item to make this thing goes for that much?
Oh yeah. Dude, that Mythal Fist on Nginx before Blockchain Emporium was going for about 350 engine. I'm not saying that's a good gauge, but that's...
Wait a minute, I gotta look at this game. You said it makes... Okay, so I thought it made something else. This is used to make...
Band of Brutality. And it was going for 350 eng, or equivalent to $350.
Right.
And at the time, before Blockchain, just like the day before Blockchain Emporium came out, somebody, who I'm trying to remember who it was on my stream, saying, okay, so I was trying to buy a Band of Brutality. Before we had Blockchain Emporium, I had 800,000 up for a Band of Brutality, bumped it up to 500,000. Somebody on my stream was like, I'm not 500,000. I've got a number up for 650,000 gold, you know? But that
Wait,
was
yeah, this is a Band of Brutality.
Yeah.
This is the virtual item.
Yes, but you use blockchain to make it. With
and a blockchain is worth 350.
Before Blockchain
and
Emporium, it was trading for 350. Yeah, I think
that is crazy for a virtual item. Holy shit.
I'll go look up.
I don't remember that.
Mythal Fist on Nginx, currently available for 359 activity. It got purchased for 480 engine. That was 8 months ago. It also got purchased for 550 engine. So those are the two purchases. Yeah, for what it's worth.
And that's the only usage is to make that Band of Brutality?
But there's one more variable, okay? One more variable I gotta cover. Check this out. Let me pull it up. There's not a big supply of that available. There's a big supply, but there's only been like so many discovered. That's what I'm trying to say.
I gotta look this up. This is this Mythal Fist.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now, so I'll let you know. The Mythal Fist, 388 remaining. 388 out of 495 remaining. So only maybe 100 of them have been found. And I imagine people with Bands of Brutality aren't in a hurry to sell them. So.
But that's what it's okay. But what else did you say it was used for? You said it was used for something else.
Just the Band of Brutality.
Okay, and the Mythal Fist is a legendary category of blockchain.
Yes.
Let me see. I had this thing. Wow, I've
so
never
Arcade,
seen...
I would check around. By the way, if there's anybody in either stream that's looking for a Mythal Fist, Arcade here has one, so you can let me know, or you can say it in Havoc stream, and you guys can coordinate. We'll pair you guys up, and you guys can figure out your price. But
there you go.
Yeah.
And you said you got a Band of Brutality, right? You've got one.
Yeah, I had to hustle on the chat in the game to get somebody to sell me a Mythal Fist. The original dude that was selling a Mythal Fist, I kid you not, he was like, I want to sell it for 70,000 Shadow Stones. Like, yeah, he said I have it listed for 70,000 Shadow Stones, and I was like, you do know that they're selling on Nginx for about 350 engine, 775,000 Shadow Stones. Did I say that right? 70,000. Yeah, that's $700 or 700 engine.
Right.
So it was retarded, and then so other people that had Mythal Fists were actually offering a little bit more than that. So then he's like, he got a little price check there, and he was like, okay, I'll come down a little bit.
Oh, so he got kind of, he had a humility check there, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's a ridiculous price.
Dude, you're gonna laugh when I tell you, there was a friend of mine that came into this game, found himself a epic arrow piercer, and he thought he was gonna get big buck on that. He was like, "I'll sell that thing for $10,000," and I'm like, "Dude, it ain't worth that much." "Oh yeah, man, I'll sell it for $10,000." I was like, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Okay, dude."
Yeah, you're on cloud 9.
Yeah, you're totally out of touch.
There's like minor speculation, you know. There's like reality, and then there's like people in the clouds.
Yeah. So, and that thing gives you the 5% damage, 5% speed, and
Yeah, and 5%. So yeah, it's 3 bonuses. So looking at it, and if you look, because originally I looked at this thing, you know, and I was just thinking the only thing that benefited me at the time was like 5% melee damage increase, you know, but I didn't care about the other 2. But when I look at it, and I look at the other 2, 5% melee attack speed, 5% move speed, you combine all 3 and you look at it like that, it's actually like super valuable because 5% attack speed increase combined with the 5% melee damage, both of those increase your DPS.
Oh yeah.
Damage per second. Damage per second. Second is speed. Damage is the percentage increase. So combined, they increase your ability. Combining that with something like Santa Slay, for example, that's a 15% chance to freeze target for 2 seconds.
Right.
Well, I just increased that chance by increasing my attack speed.
Right. Yep, you did. You're right about that. All right, so Sergeant 38 says, "Have you seen the Wayward Dynamite raffle? Cliff may be suggesting those will have a use." Oh, then he must have just put that up because that raffle was dead a little bit ago. I checked that raffle recently.
That was pretty cool how Striker gained some knowledge from me. I liked it.
Oh yeah, well, dude, you're very good at finding ways to kill creatures in this game. I have give you props a lot. I definitely think that you know your stuff, and you are always thinking outside of the box.
Yeah, I try to experiment with things when I can.
Yeah, you're not dumb.
Appreciate that.
Don't expect me to keep saying that. But hey.
Hey man, you were downplaying your gift of gab, and I had to tell you, like, no, you're actually pretty good at communicating.
Oh, dude, it was funny. It was all like, saying, "Hey, haven't convinced me of this, haven't convinced me of that," and I was like laughing. And then, you know, even Extra Mild Sauce says, "Hey, thank you for your voice because you've got a lot of knowledge." And then I asked him at the end, I says, "So, what do you think of my picks?" And he goes, "I like your picks. You got some really good picks."
Hey, by the way, guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you do have some nice picks. You're right. Very. That's what I'm saying. Like when you talk about that stuff, like it's very enticing for me. But I already have a lot of gear. To hear you talk about stuff like that, you know, it's very enticing for me. So if it's enticing for me, for that player that has a lot of engine, and he doesn't have, he's new to the game, brand new to the game. Oh my gosh, he's probably gonna just go crazy with it. Like he's probably taking notes and like gonna go spend all the money. So as I was saying, like, I don't know. You can say whatever you want, but I would recommend like being a little bit more reserved. Like, well, I mean, you do. You're like, if it were me, I mean, and that's probably the best way to go about it. You're like, well, I'll tell you, if it were me, you know, you might want to emphasize that because you might want to emphasize. I'm not telling you what to do, but this is what I would do. So that way, if they end up filing for bankruptcy, they're not coming to you. You know.
Yeah.
The game disappears and disappears with all their money. I don't know.
But haven't told me.
I'm just gonna share some clips in my chat. So if you guys want to see some of the effects of the Santa sleigh, I'm gonna share some clips. They're pretty cool. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm always listening to other people and what they say too.
Arganthus is over here. He says Havoc has convinced the player who bought 16,000 of Eng value yesterday. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, is he in here?
Arganthus is here, yeah.
Oh.
You convinced the player to spend $16,000 of Eng. So I got 16,000 Eng.
That wasn't me that convinced him, was it? It wasn't me. I didn't convince him.
Oh, now he's guilty. Or now he's denying it. Now he's denying it.
No, I'm just laughing. I mean, I don't remember. So I convinced him. Huh? I'm nice.
Some clips I made a while ago. Pretty cool. You can't really do this stuff anymore because the game is insane. Like, I was able to freeze another demon.
Not.
I was able to freeze another demon, and the nether demon couldn't. It was just frozen the whole time until it died. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I did that a lot.
Yep. You know what I thought was funny was when I gave him the pick of the Grim Divider, he was like asking me about it like he didn't know about it, and I'm like, dude, that is a very what did I say? It was a very undervalued weapon. And he goes, yeah, I know, I have one. I'm thinking, you bastard, you just don't care, Joel.
Yeah, and then the other factor, the other variable is it's the only one of its kind.
Yes.
How cool is that? It's pretty. That makes it unique, man. It is the only one-handed legendary axe.
Currently, could be more later, but yeah, currently, there's more than likely gonna be more. Man, I want to run over there and get that chest, but it ain't worth the health damage you take.
Man, I can't believe that. I think it's so cheap.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe it's that cheap either. That's why.
Oh yeah, I talked about why it is that cheap actually, because previously it had a bad one-handed axes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were in the same category as two-hand axes, you know, slow. Useless. That's why they have that low price, I think.
If anybody watches our streams, they can definitely see how it works in the game. Especially with a bottle of power.
Random question. You don't have to tell me. I don't mind telling you, Spacewalker. I've probably spent about $2,000 maybe in this game. I'll just say somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry. I just one-shotted with my bow with that mythic bottle of power. Bottle of enchanted powers. I just one-shotted a creeper, and I've never one-shotted a creeper with my bow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you guys want to know like our opinions on the items that are good or something like that, we'll share it, but at the same time it's just our opinion, so you're still gonna end up making your own decision.
Right. It's just time to drop my Axie price. We gotta go shopping tomorrow. He's all excited. Hey, thank you for the follow, Uncle Greg. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Absolutely, guys. Hey, guys, thank you for all your support. I can't tell you guys enough how I appreciate your support. And I'm sure Avruptar is the same way. He loves it when you support me, so keep supporting me. I mean, hey!
I do. I do. Absolutely.
I know you do, man.
If you get subscriptions, man, I'm happy for you. If you find blockchain, I'm happy for you.
I am too, for you too, man. I am. Dude, I so enjoy hanging out with you. Dude, I was so looking for a guy to hang out with. You know what was funny? I was trying to started hanging out with McCoy. And McCoy started hanging out with me. And I was like, all right, man, this is cool. We both like this game. We like hanging out. And he's a cool dude to hang out with. And then he just stopped playing the game. And I'm like, son of a man. And I was like, damn, man, I really wanted to hang out with him and just, be able to stream the game. And then it was kind of interesting how we ended up hitting it off. It was really cool because I remember seeing your stream and I was watching you and I was like thinking, wow, here's another streamer. This guy's got a lot of people following him. So I didn't know you at all, and I was like thinking, all right, I didn't met you by rating you or whatever, vice versa. And
I never really I don't know how to say, like, okay. I try not to like focus on like number of viewers, number of subscribers, and all that stuff because thing is, I don't know about you, but for me, I don't know, man. I'll get shy of the crowd or something like that.
If you get what? Too many?
I'll get crowd shy. Like if I know I have 10,000 viewers, man, I might like
really
silent. Yeah, you're different like that.
No, man. I don't know. Maybe when I've been like when I played World of Warships, I had a guy raid me one time with about 500 people. It was crazy, and I was surprised because I kept, I kept those guys in my stream for a long time, a lot longer than I thought I would be able to. I thought these guys are gonna get bored of me in a hurry, right?
Yeah.
And dude, I guess I did. Okay. I thought no, there ain't no way, but dude, it's just you just gotta play the game as if nobody's watching.
Yeah. So I was about to say that Oni just said I can't handle losing a couple of viewers. Haha. I start forcing it and they leave. So Oni, about that and about what you just said over there, Heather. You can. I have an overlay, and I can disable the number of viewers. I disable it, so I have no idea how many people are watching the stream. That's my strategy. So.
Well,
and I don't want to know.
Yeah, I mean. It's yeah, I don't focus on the numbers because then if you focus on the numbers, it's like focusing on the blockchains in this game. If all you're worried about is the blockchains and nothing else, then you're gonna get worn out, frustrated, and you're gonna get pissed off. Like I got a blockchain in here earlier, a Shoreway Slowpoke shell, just a small one, but hey, it's a blockchain. Just focus on playing the game. And now when I stream, I try to focus on, yes, I pay attention to the number of viewers, but I also try to focus in on making sure that I provide good content. I'm trying to pay attention to everybody. So yeah, I remember that bounty is done. Yeah, I only needed one more of these kills when I came in here, and I got it right at the very beginning. When I got my blockchain, I got it. But thank you for the reminder.
No problem, Greg. I'm sure you mean well. I'm just gonna list the video for you. I didn't even know Nightbot did that. It's crazy.
What's that?
Stick around, Greg. One of these days, I'm sure I'll make you a moderator. Yeah. No harm, no foul. Thank you, though.
Oh.
He was trying to post a link in the bot, like.
Oh, the bot, yeah, Nightbot. I don't let Nightbot just let anybody post in my channel because it can be bad for a streamer to let anybody just post anything because you just never know.
Yep.
And I am responsible for what goes into my channel, not you. And when it comes to that, they don't care. There's no but I didn't know, and they're gonna be like, too bad. But if you want to go to Discord and post it to me, I can definitely post it. I can definitely post it. Oops, yeah, it says 9,000 good work. It says, hey, yo, my account is waiting for activation. What to do? Just wait. Yeah, you gotta wait. You want to play and invest. One of the things I want to also tell you, Keta Dave, is you're gonna need a little bit of ether to transfer your eng. So make sure you get like, I don't know, maybe $30, $40, $50 worth of ether, And or another thing you could do as well is maybe have enough ether to buy a pendant. Yeah, get your eng happening now. Buy your eng now because it's going up. So you've already got 0.5 ether. Oh, okay. When you get in, you're going to want a pendant, and pendants can only be bought with ether at the moment. In a couple of weeks, you'll be able to buy them with fiat, which means you can use a credit card and dollars and all that. So in all of that I was telling you, I would maybe account for buying maybe a 30-day pendant. Would last you till that happens. And that will give you enough time to earn gold in the game to probably buy a pendant, because while you're in here, you can earn gold and buy a pendant with gold. Oh, he hasn't released the Shadow Stones to Jens? I thought he did.
Yeah, Arcade, if you could come on the Discord or whatever, as soon as I get out of the dungeon, I'll tell you how to do Shadowstone stuff for him. Humble new player. He doesn't play a lot. He knows he wants to sell his Mythal Fist, but he doesn't want to sell it too cheap.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't know that a blockchain item like that, and then the item sells for only 300. How much does the item sell for in gold in the game?
The Band of Brutality or the Mythal Fist?
Band of Brutality.
Oh well, it's hard to say because it last sold for 400,000 gold, but like I mentioned, I had an offer up for 500,000 for the longest time. Nobody filled it, and then somebody else had an offer up for like 650,000. Still didn't get filled. We had these offers up for a while too. I took it down because I ended up just making my own with my bounty bucks.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not to say it won't. I mean, we didn't have a blockchain emporium before, but so I don't know what's going to happen now with the price. I'm just saying, like, that's a little bit of price history for you.
Okay.
It could go down, The Hydrosphere went down a little bit.
Yeah, so you bought your own Mythal Fist, or how did you make your own?
I made it. I bought a Mythal Fist, and then I made the Band of Brutality, exactly.
Okay.
So I sacrificed my bounty points, which is another interesting value, an interesting variable, sacrificing bounty bucks. So,
yeah, I remember I was giving you crap about that.
Dude, Band of Brutality is awesome.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I love having so I have a lot of active, like everything I have is active buff. Bottle of Enchanted Power, active. I have, oh wait, except for a Golden Evanbrook Egg. So I have 2 passives, and I love passive stuff. It just does it no matter what.
Right.
Evanbrook Egg, Band of Brutality, constantly active unless the Evanbrook Egg runs out, but that like never happens.
All the shows that get you attached,
right.
And none of the contracts that get you stuck. All the hidden treasures you
Yeah, a lot of cheap stuff out there, Death God. But then again, I say cheap, but it's hard to use that term because, well, we don't really know what the bottom is of prices, and we've never had a blockchain emporium before, so.
Right. Let me answer this question real quick. Kevin Dave is asking me 30-day pendant might let you in. No, that is not the way it works. Oh, yeah. Don't think that because you buy a pendant that you're going to get access. I'm just letting you know when you make an account, you're going to, when you purchase all this stuff, I wanted to make sure you had some ether. 1, to transfer your your ends to gens. 2, and to get your ends to your wallet, because you're going to have to transfer it to your wallet from whatever marketplace you buy it from. And 2, you're going to want to have a pendant. So I didn't tell you that when I was telling you things to get started. You're going to be wishing you had a pendant when you come into this game, especially after buying all those items. If you do, with the shadow coin, but and don't worry if you didn't get everything I said. Just you can go back and fast forward and whatever through the stream and find where I told you all this stuff, and I even go through it pretty in depth a couple of times. So you should be able to have no issues finding where I talk about it.
Why, though, it doesn't make sense for a new player to get a pendant?
Who says that?
The deep down below.
Oh, he doesn't. You don't think? Yeah, it does make sense to buy a pendant. I cannot tell you how much I think the pendant is. The pendant is a very good deal, in my opinion.
Well, that depends, though. Are you? Because they're pretty expensive if you're paying in gold.
Oh, that's true. They are very expensive now. They are. They weren't as expensive back when I bought them, and I bought them with dollars.
I'm a little
that's
bit
true.
on the other side, just to throw another opinion on there. I don't. If you're a new player, brand new player, you're level 1 or whatever, you're going to be running chambers for experience and getting what little gold you can. I don't think a pendant's going to do too much for you. You're brand new.
I thought you got an
a few
XP
weeks.
boost on it.
There is an XP boost, but you're not getting much EXP to boost in the first place. I think it's a 10% boost. If you were grinding like bigger dungeons faster and tons of EXP, a boost might help you. But that's my opinion. Either one's it's nice to have two sides. I think.
Is Wolf Ninja the guy that spent all the money in the game?
I spent I spent $30.
Oh, all right. That was somebody else. There is a guy that I guess he spent a lot of money in the game.
16,000.
Yeah, you were saying that I convinced him to spend all his money.
Somebody from the chat said that. I was just echoing what I heard.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's possible. I mean, I don't know. You never know who's in your chat.
Nah, I spent $30, bought some blues, just so I could do a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, you get 10% extra XP. You get to bring out more than one blockchain. There's a lot of things about it. It makes it really good. I definitely enjoy. Moss Oak is 168. River Pine is 111. What is happening to the world? That's funny. If I had shadow coins, I would be buying them. I'm not giving away my stuff. And my bounty is done, guys, so guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? We will...
Everything's cheap, right? Somebody might be selling cheap to buy other stuff cheap.
Yep, you don't know. That's true. I am going to be opening a gold chest here in a little bit.
Nice.
We'll see what I get.
Iron Fang.
Oh my God! Is that a bounty item?
Iron Fang.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a look.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is either, but let me see.
But I think we were saying before somebody got it from a gold chest.
Oh, did they? Yeah, you know what? They did get it from a chest, but it isn't a it is not a it's not a bounty item per se, but yes, they did get one. Wait 3 minutes for me. He needs to be right back.
Very well.
All right, I'll wait. Hey, I get to turn in some night wood. Let's see. Blockchain. Where is it? 3 night wood. What else? I have to do 1 Draco goose.
What buttons to use? attack. One slots me.
Spellbinding powder 6 and 6 watcher key. Okay.